Hi guys, today we are gonna read the Lorax. And I want to tell you something that I got 3 days ago, and it's a tattoo. So, this book is by Dr. Seuss. And now, let's read. But first, before we read this book, I want to tell you something that I watched the Lorax today, and I want to tell you something that I saw a word at the end, and it says, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. Let's read. The Lorax, by the Lorax by Dr. Seuss. At the far and the end, at the end of town, where the Grego's grass grows, and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing except the crows. In the street of the lifted Lorax. The street of the lifted Lorax. And deep in the griggle grass, some people say if you look deep enough, you can still see it today, where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could before somebody lifted the Lorax away. And what was the Lorax, and why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere from the far end of town where Griggle Rose grows? The old onceler still lives there. Ask him, he knows. I'm going to show you the back of the book. You won't see the onceler. Don't knock at his door. He stays in his workroom on top of his store. He lurks in his workroom cold under a roof, where he makes his own clothes out of Mother Loof and special dag mithril and markers. He peeks out of shutters, and sometimes he speaks and tells how the Lorax was lifted away. He'll tell you Fairfish if you willing to pay. Look, guys is literally in his tower, peeking out. And let's read the next page. Just gonna sing a song called Let It Grow, Let It Grow. On the end of the rope, he lets down a tin, a pail, and you have to toss a 15-cent and a nail. The shell of a great-great-great-grandfather's snail. Then he pulls up the pail, makes a most careful count to see if you've paid him the proper amount. Then he hides what you paid him away in his snow, in his Greek strange hole, in the graveler's glove. Then he grunts, I will call you by whisper on my phone. For the secrets I will tell are for your ears alone. Oh. Slop down slaps the whisper on my phone. To hear ear and the old Whistler whispers, not very clear, since they have to come down through a singular house, and the sounds as if he had smallest bees up his nose. Now he'll tell you, he says, with his teeth sounding gray, how the Lorax got lifted and taken away. It all started way back, such a long time ago. Let's look at this. It all started a long time ago. Way back in the days when grass was still green and the pond was still wet and clouds were still clean and the song of the swans rang out in space. One morning I came to this glorious place and I first saw trees and truffle trees and bright-colored tufts of the truffle trees, mile after mile in the fresh morning breeze. Look, right over it. Look, right over it. Look. Right over here it says Whistler wagon. Look at all this. In the movie, when he first sees this, he says, this is the most beautiful place, okay, I've ever seen. But those truffle trees, all my life have been searching for trees such as these, touch of their tufts, what much softer than silk, and they had the sweet smell of fresh butterfly milk. I felt a great leaping of the joy in my heart. I knew just what I'd do to unloaded my cart. Look, the Whistler's hands with this is literally unloading his cart. I always confuse the cart as a heart, because cart and heart rhyme. You know, like a human heart, like a heart we all have inside of us. That is a heart. H in the word heart. And the word cart has a C. Cart. So the Whistler is. In no time at all. I had bought a smell shop. Then I chopped down a truffle tree with one chop, and with great skill and with great speed, I took the soft tuft, and I knew naked I need. He's like, take that, stupid tree. Mister, I said with a startling sneeze, I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees. For the trees I have no tongues. And I am asking you, sir, at the top of my lungs, what the thing you made out of my truffula tuft. Look, guys, I'm not sure if you heard of this thing. I'm not sure if you watched the Lorax before, the title of this book, but this is called a Thanid. It's a revolutionary product. Mud tracked all over your floor from uninvited guests. That would work for sure. And it's all natural vitamin. It is super absorbent. It also works that. Look, Lorax, I said, there's no cause for alarm. I chopped just one tree. I'm doing no harm. I'm being quite useful. This thing is a need. It needs, and it finds something that all people need. It's a shirt. It's a look. It's a sock. It's a glove. It's a hair. It's a hat, but it has a per uses. Yes, fair beyond that. You can use it for pillows, for sheets, or curtains, or gloves, for bicycle seats. The Lorax said, "Sir, you are crazy with greed. There is no one on earth who would buy that fool's need." Here, I'm gonna sing a song that's in the Lorax, and it is called "Everybody Needs a Need." Everybody needs a need. If it's a fine thing that all people need. Now, let's read this page. But the very next minute, I proved he was wrong, for just at the minute a clap came along, and he thought that the need I had knitted was great. He happily bought it for $3.98. You never can tell what some people will buy. You literally just bought it for $3.98, guys. If you haven't watched the Lorax, go ahead and watch it when you get home from school. And you can watch it, and at the end, you would like it so much, you would have to get a guys, if you don't have, if you watch the Lorax and you've seen the end, go ahead and get a copy of this book called The Lorax. It's only on Amazon Prime. I repeat, I cried the Lorax. I speak for the trees. My bossy eye told him, shut up, if you please. Shut up, if you please. But I'm sorry to say that. That's just what this book is saying. I am so sorry for saying that to you guys. That is just what this book is saying. So let's keep reading. I rushed across the room, and in no time at all, for a radio phone, I put in a quick call. I called all my brothers and uncles and aunts for a whole once large family to get White Rich. Get over here fast. Take the road to North Nitch. Turn left at Weechukins. Sharp right at South Stitches. Ow! And if you haven't watched the Lorax yet, go ahead and watch it. And it's really cool. And you know what your favorite part of the movie is going to be. There's a song called How Bad Can I Be When the Once-Lord Tells the Story. And there's a little boy named Ted who has to know about the trees that the Once-Lord tells the story to. The needs. So guess what, guys? And you know that this is the Once-Lord's conference sign. And if you don't know, in the song he says, Big Rama Company, Big Rama Factory, Big Rama Conference sign. So let's keep reading, even though this little horse right here, his name is Melvin. He's the Once-Lord's little horse. And in no time at all in the factory, I built a whole Once-Lord family. Was working full tilt. We were all knitting needs, just as bossy as bees, to the sound of the chopping and truffula trees. Then, oh baby, oh, how my business did grow. Now chopping one tree at a time was too slow. So I quickly invented my super axe hacker, which whacked all 4 truffle trees at one smacker 4 times as fast as before. And that Lorax, he didn't show up anymore. Oh no, look at this. He's chopping down the trees. Oh goodness, no. Mamma mia. and chopping down the trees with hacker axes. You'll never guess what happens next. This. I know they're cute, but if you don't know, watch the Lorax. And if you don't know, just to the people who know it, I will not remind you. And if the people who don't know it, I will remind you. And people who don't know, their names are Barbaloots. And let's keep moving. But the next week, he knocked on my new office door. He snapped, "I'm the Lorax who speaks for the trees, which you seem to be chopping as fast as you please, but I'm also in charge of brown Barbaloots, who played in the shade in their Barbaloot suits and happily lived eating truffula fruits. Now, thanks to your hacking my trees to ground, there is not enough truffula fruit to go around, and my poor Barbaloots are getting crummies because they have gas and no food in their tummies." Jeez, guys, they literally have no food in their stomach. Thanks to the one slurge who is hacking and smogging, they can't live there anymore. You need Sneed. Sneeds. You need north, west, south, east. You need a Sneed. You need a Sneed. You need Sneed. I meant no harm, but most truly I did not. But I had to grow bigger, so bigger I got. Bigger in my factory, bigger in my roads, bigger in my wagon, bigger in my loads. All of the Sneeds I shipped out, I was shipping third and fourth to the south, to the east, to the west, to the north. I went right on biggering, selling more Sneeds, and I biggered my money, which everyone needs. Oh my gosh, the Wutzler is so mean. This Lorax is really getting lifted away because of him. And the forces of nature is unleashed upon him. Hype house. Sneeze. When again he came back, I was fixing some pipes when the old muscular Lorax came back with more grips. More gripes. "I am the Lorax," he coughed, and he was whiffled. He sneezed and snuffled. He snargled. He sniffed. Wutzler, he cried with a cruffle coat. "Wutzler, you are making such glorious smoke. My poor swans, why they can't sing a note. No one can sing who has smog in his throat." That's a funny joke. Guess what Mr. O'Hare says in the Lorax? He says, "The more smog in the sky, the more people will buy. Then again, he came back. I was fixing some pipes when I told Lorax with more grips. Oh wait, did I already do this page? I think I already did this. Oh wait, let me just read this page again. Actually, I already did this. And so said the Lorax, please pattern my cough. They cannot live here, so I'm sending them off. Where will they go? Didn't hopefully know. They may have to fly or a month or a year to escape from the smog you smogged up around here. Look at this. The ones that smogged up around here. Well, my most favorite part of the movie is How Bad Can I Be? By Ed Helms. If it's your favorite song, and if you have an Alexa in your house, and then at night you put that on, put it on repeat, that will definitely be your favorite song for your life. You've gone to the spot where the humming fish hummed. No more they can't hum, or their gills are all gummed. So I'm sending them off. Oh, their future is dreary. They'll walk on their fence and get woefully weary in search of some water that isn't so smeary. Oh no, look at all these humming fish. Oh no. This is so sad to these water balloons and humming fish. And these like singing birds. It's so sad to them. We have to walk or fly a year, a month or a year. And then I got made a terrible got yelled at the Lorax. Now listen, Dad. Listen here, Dad. All you do is yup, yap, and say bad. Well, I have my rights, sir, and I'm telling you, I'm intended to go in on doing just what I do. And for your information, you Lorax, I'm figuring on biggering and biggering, running more truffula trees into thieves with everyone needs. That's not what you're supposed to do. If you're the Onceler, definitely. If you're dressed up as the Onceler, if you are the Onceler, definitely do not what he did in the movie or in this book. Oh no! And at the very moment we heard a loud whack from outside the fields came a sinking smack of an axe on a tree. Then we heard a tree fall in the very last truffula tree of them all. my God! This is the last truffula tree there is. I hear the shing after how bad can I be at the end? A single second. It was like, how bad? How bad can I possibly be? Shing. No more trees, no more seeds, no more work to be done. So in no time, my uncles and aunts, everyone, all waved me goodbye to the jumped into my cars and drove away under the smoke-smogged stairs. Now all that was left, this bad smelling sky, was my big empty factory, the Lorax and I. Oh no! They're gone forever and ever and ever! When the stories there, they start to go and then they go away another way at the end of the story. Sneeze. Oh no, the Lorax is getting lifted away. The Lorax said nothing, just gave me a glance, just gave me a very sad backward glance as he lifted himself by the seat of his pants, and I'll never forget the grim look on his face when I hissed himself and took leave of this place. Thought a hole in the smog without leaving a trace. Oh no! He's getting lifted away. One time there was a word that said, poo! And all that the rag left here in this mess was a small pile of rocks with the one word, unless. Whatever a bat meant, well, I just couldn't guess. That was long ago, but each day since that day I've just sat here in the worried thought the years while my buildings have fallen apart. I've worried about it with all of my heart, with my buildings falling apart. Oh no, his building's falling apart. Oh no. So, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. But now, says the onceler, now that you're here, the word of the Lorax seems perfectly clear. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. That's just what we talked about. about. Bro, literally, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. It's literally what we just talked about. So Cat calls the one slur he lets nothing fall. It's a truffula seed. It's the last one of all. You're in the charge of the last of the truffula seeds. And the truffula trees are what everyone needs. Plant a new truffula tree. It would care, give it clean water and feed it fresh air. Grow a forest, protect it from axes and the heck, then the Lorax and all of his friends may come back. Look, guys, the ones who are starting down the last of the truffula tree seeds. Oh. Page is all blank. It's all white. Look at this page. It's all white. Let's read the next page if there is. Oh, there is a next page. Oh. This is a weird page to put in a book. Look at this. The Lorax goes right up to the one slur, and the one slur peeks out of his window. There's the next page. All right, let's read this one. Oh my gosh, this is exactly what we talked about. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's going to get better. It's not. So if you like this book, like and subscribe. And if you extremely like this book, then make sure to hit the bell and the notification bell. And subscribe to this video. Bye.